Welcome to the Melissa Ann videos on YouTube, the Melissa Ann Wellness channel, and we are dropping a huge announcement. This is something that I have been keeping private for a very long time, but I think it's important that I share this part of the journey with you because you never know. You never know when you can help someone. And that's what this whole channel is about, my website. Everything that I do is maybe I can help you get into it. I normally don't share. Most of the people in my life know this, but I want to share it with everyone because, again, if I can help just one person, that's why I'm showing up. I am going to finally open up about I was open. Some of you know I was taking a GLP-1, but we're back on it. And I've never been happier. This is the best decision for me in my life right now. And I want to get into it and tell you why. July, we're going to get into it and talk more and more about my journey on a GLP-1 because it is part of the journey, but it's not the only part of the journey. Okay, so let's get into it. If you've been curious about GLP-1s or GIPs, and if you're on one yourself, or you're wondering why I made this decision, I hope this video actually helps. So in my very first video, we talk about what happened 2 years ago, what triggered me to get into a weight loss journey, 87 pounds lost, 25 pounds of muscle gain. Was not open in that about my GLP-1 journey at that time. I did start taking a GLP-1 and I went off of it. And not once, not twice, 3 times I went off the GLP-1s. Started on a Wegovy and I would titrate up based with my provider at that time. And then I jumped into the Mounjaro because I just saw that trizepatide had GIP-1. No, yes, GIP. And sorry, I'm not a doctor. Also, this is not medical advice. This is my experience. That's it. Sharing what I've learned. Okay. My point is, I have taken Wegovy, Mounjaro, trizepatide, and compounds versus pharmaceutical. And this is the journey over the last 2.5 years. So one could say, I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but I am sharing my personal experience on this medication. For sure, the biggest and the number one thing is this: you're not going to take an injection and be like, oh, I'm amazing. I feel great. I'm going to lose all this weight. I mean, maybe, I doubt it. There's stories out there, things that are happening to people. For me, in my journey, to gain 25 pounds of muscle, that's huge. And that does not happen overnight. And that does not happen because I'm in a severe calorie deficit and I'm not eating. That happens because I'm eating. I wouldn't say I'm force feeding, but I definitely am tracking my food. I know how much protein I'm taking. I know all the things. And the weight loss I had lost about 25-ish pounds on my own. The rest of it was on the GLP-1. I went off. I gained about 20 pounds back. So we're 20 pounds heavier. And frankly, I missed it. I said it. I missed it. I miss taking and feeling that energy boost when my system is using the sugar. And believe me, I take a GLP-1 support where it's being activated in my gut. It's not enough for me. I'm saying it. I still take that support because eventually I want to, or I don't know if I'll ever not take a GLP-1. I love the idea of microdosing. There's so many benefits to microdosing, and that's what I want you to know. In this journey, I titrated up immediately, and I had the nausea. I had the headaches. I did not feel good, but I was losing weight. And you're like, whatever it takes, right? But I also hydrated. I also made sure I had a coach. I was being monitored with my doctors. I would show up for the workouts. I would skip, not food, but candies and all that, because that's the one thing. When you synthetically take this, immediately that food noise is gone. Now having the GLP-1 naturally activated, along with the synthetic version of being injected in me, forced in my system, because I'm microdosing, so nice. I took my injection yesterday and I can feel the steady energy releasing all day long. But it wasn't like this on my other one. I ended up plateauing, and I went off because I was like, I'm plateaued. I lost almost 50 pounds, and that's a great success story as is. And believe me, it's not just the injection. You have to do the work. It's one of the 6-7 things I do every day. What I loved is that the noise stopped, so it allowed me to show up in other areas of my life that I was not in. For example, reading scripture. being available to people, showing up from a travel perspective, having that energy to take care of myself, and making sure that everything that I wanted to get done in the day got done. I hope that biggest thing was when that nausea and headache would come in, and I didn't want anyone to know, like, because people are, they have their opinion. Well, you're taking the shortcut, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, okay. But I'm also saving my life. That's how serious this is to me. So if I need a synthetic version to help me save my life, I'm doing it. And I went off because, like, I love holistic living. I try not to take, like, you can tell in my eyes. And I have acne right now. Like, I am going through it right now. June has fucked with me. And I'm working with my system. I'm releasing a bunch of stuff. I'm 50, for goodness sakes, you guys. Like, I've been overweight most of my life. So when you start finally losing weight and then you plateau, you're over it. Don't address your behaviors. It doesn't really matter. You can cut your stomach. You can take an injection. You will still be overweight. So that's what we do. I think some of the things that help me is taking the GLP-1 support, making sure I have all my other supplements going and that my liver feels good. My gut health is number one. My protein intake is really high. So, like, those are my key, my electrolytes. I just don't not do those. So do it. Are there still days where I get nauseated? Yes. Usually those are the days that I skip eating. I end up eating, which is kind of the opposite of what people tell you. Like, oh, your stomach's not going to empty. I've never had that. I do know people where things like that happen, but once you ask and talk to them about their experience, you end up learning a lot. So my point is, microdosing plus the support systems that I'm using, chef's kiss. Now, I'm not telling you to go do this. I'm sharing my experience because I want to be open, authentic, and honest with what is happening for me. Authentically show up and be in alignment, then your weight's going to do whatever your weight's going to do. Not to have, like, hydration, and it's not just water. You got to have some salt in there. You got to have minerals in there. You got to have stuff in there to help balance your nervous system and all the things. That's the biggest thing that I'm learning as I'm in my 50s is, like, I can do all the things and I'll never lose the weight if I don't feel safe in my body. So even if I force it in or I activate it, if I don't feel safe in my body, I'll never release the weight. That's the biggest mindset change. So I have to do a lot of other things, like sit outside in the mornings, go for walks, take deep breaths, roll on like I did before I did, take essential oils that actually penetrate my cell membranes to help address my nervous system. So these are tools. All together, I will release my weight. I'm still in the middle of this journey, and that's why I wanted to open up in July about it, because I want you to walk with me. I want us to walk together. And if GLP-1s are not your thing, it's okay. This is not what this channel is going to be about. This video is about that, and a couple more videos in July, it will be about that. But you'll see. GLP-1s, it's an injection once a week. It helps me with my energy. I use it. I microdose with it because I believe in it. And I partnered with a company that I trust. It's woman owned. I love it. Everything's in the USA. So there's key things that matter. I don't know everything. I just know that I'm the healthiest I've ever been. I've never felt better. As I sit here with a full inflammatory response, I know my body is getting to a level that's never been before because I'm pushing myself and I'm steadily showing up, being the most honest I've ever been with myself and now with you. So thanks for listening. I so appreciate you. If anything in this video resonated or you have questions, I need to hear from you in the comments so that we can get back into it, continue the conversation, because this is about us. Again, I want to help you, and then you help me by showing up and sharing with what is important to you. So I have 4 other videos about my journey, and we're going to continue to make videos all about the lifestyle. Every single Wednesday I drop videos, so I'm excited to see you back in here.